Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Recovery Lab TV. My name is Chris. I'm your coach and sports therapist, and welcome to our Wednesday recovery session. Good morning, Brian. How are you doing? Hope you're having an amazing day so far. Hope everyone else is also having an amazing day, or had, if you're watching this later on, an amazing day. So today's session, all about recovery. We've had a few hard days. One of our subscribers, John, he's already gone up and done last week's session, which is great. Don't be afraid that you can always go back to our playlist and use them whenever you're ready. And that's the joy of this channel, the joy of me listing it week by week. So if you have certain favorites, remember the dates and you'll always be able to revisit them, okay? So just like everybody else, say hello in the comment section. Good morning, guys. It's great to see you all. Hope you're having an amazing week so far. Hope you're having a lovely morning so far. And welcome. So things you're going to need, first off, is your mat. You're going to need some sort of strap. This is your yoga strap. If you don't have a yoga strap, using a towel is a great alternative. Using a belt, as long as it doesn't dig in. Or dog lead. It's literally just to hold onto your foot, to just give it a little bit of a pull to increase that stretch and hopefully increase your flexibility. Ideally, if you have one or two yoga blocks, ideally two if you have them, okay, that's going to help you create the balance you need. If you aren't as flexible, like me, for example, my hamstrings are really tight. So some of the hamstring exercises, I tend to use a yoga block just to help increase that overall posture whilst increasing that flexibility and that stretch, okay? If you don't have any, just use like a foam roller. It can help you lift you up a little bit higher. It's sturdy, it's safe, or use something along those lines just to kind of either decrease the stretch or increase the stretch if you're going to stand on it, okay? So with all that being said, hope you're all well, hope you're all okay. Grab a drink if you need one, and we'll get ready. So to begin with, for those that don't have any knee issues, you are going to sink it down just like so, okay? Trying to relax as best you can. Keep that back nice and straight. Keep those feet nice and flexible, okay? It's going to stretch out your quads. It's going to stretch out your ankle joints. You're going to try and open up your chest and sit up nice and tall. If this hurts, okay, what you're going to do instead, you're going to come up a little bit taller. Maybe put something underneath your knees and you're going to sink it down, tap and come back up, okay? So you're only just pressing on it, just like so, sinking down into the stretch as you do that, okay? Those who are not hurting, okay, you're gonna hold this as you bring your head to the right shoulder, okay? Using your right hand to guide it there. That's it, and then gently hold, okay? Good. Swap the sides. Maybe you're only putting a little bit of pressure on. It's nothing too much. You're not trying to yank your neck. Trying to really push your neck. You're just guiding it. Adding a slight bit of pressure. From there, bring your chin to your chest. Sit head to the top. At any point your ankles get a bit too sore, feel free to sit on your bum and just cross your legs. Good. From there, chin to your chest again. Okay, then you're going to rotate your head to the right hand side, making a big circle all the way around. Going one way, then going the opposite. Okay, trying to make the biggest circle you possibly can with your neck. Some of us are going to be completely iPhoned out on our tablet devices, our laptop devices, driving, you name it, we're going to have sore necks. If you're a cyclist, it's going to be sore in the opposite direction, especially if you're doing long rides at the moment. It's really good to look after our upper back and neck. It's going to help that shoulder posture. So if you're a triathlete, taking that tension out of the shoulders is key. Good, okay. So from there, what you're going to do, your right hand is coming up and over, around the back, rotate in, helping it mobilize, coming through. Good, coming forward this time. In and over the top. Still focusing on your breathing, nice and steady, nice and relaxed. Good, swapping arms, maybe you're coming back to begin with. Make sure you don't hit anything. Good, coming forward. Good, coming in the middle and over the top. It's brilliant. Good, last one. Perfect. Okay, so coming up into an all-four position. What you're going to do, you're going to slide your hand under and all the way around, focusing on the last 10 to 5% of the movement, depending on how stiff you are. Focusing on those end ranges, get that full shoulder flexibility, making sure the palm is facing up as you reach around. That's it, good. That's the one. Swap the sides. Again, making sure that palm is facing up towards the sky all the time. That's the one. Good. From there, what you're going to do, you're going to hop your knees out nice and wide. You're going to sink it down, coming over. From there, coming up, round in the back, as much as you can, coming over with your hips. Pressing from the floor, pushing your chest up, lengthening those abs, then coming all the way back with the hips. All the way back down, stretching those arms out again, sinking those hips to the heels. Walking those hands out as much as you can, and rounding that back as you breathe out. Coming down again, pressing away. Big deep breath. Good. Couple more times. Down as deep as you can. Gently coming up, nice and easy. Rounding that back. Coming down with the chest. Big, powerful press away. Trying to lengthen that body, lengthen that neck. Good. Coming back over. Deep as you can. So coming up nice and tall. Back down. Last time. Big deep breaths. From here, you're going to plant your feet down. You're going to draw your hips up and back into a downward dog. Going in 3, 2, coming up nice and tall. Stretching those arms out, drawing the heels down, making sure the feet are in line. Heels down, knees back, chest down as best as you can, hips up as high as possible. Good. From there, bring your feet together. Bring one foot, your left foot, up towards your hands. Hold in that position. If you need to drop the knee down, then drop that back knee down. Otherwise, try and hold it. If you can, you're going to rotate all the way around, breathing it out. Good. Gently coming back down. From there, dropping that back knee, dropping that outside arm down. From there, placing your inside hand on the back of your head. You're going to try and bring it elbow to the floor, if you can make it. And then you're going to come all the way around, rotating that upper back as best as you can. So it's elbow to floor, getting that inside groin, your hip, activating those muscles. Good. Gently flowing from one side to the other as you open up that back. Good. 2 more. Last one. Good. Gently coming up. Drawing that back knee up off the floor. Gently coming around. One more time. Looking up towards the hand. Holding that position. So breathing in. Gently breathe it out as you come back around. As you do so, place that hand down, draw the leg back up, back into a single leg downward dog. Stretching that heel to the floor if you can. Drawing that knee back. Good. From there, gently driving that left knee into the middle. Sliding your hips backwards as much as you can as you bring those hands as far out as possible. Bring that chest down towards the thigh as you're doing it. Gently breathing in. Gently breathing out. Try to breathe in and out 4 seconds apiece. Ideally through the nose if you can. Good. Gently walking it up, straightening that back as best as you can, dropping those shoulders down and back as you lengthen those abs. Try and come as tall as you can, squeezing that lower back, keeping those hips level as much as possible. Good. Gently coming back down again. Walking it away. Big deep breath in. Breathe it away. As you take a big deep breath in, this time you're going to lift up your right hand, slide it underneath your left. Drop the shoulder down. Relax, breathing it in nice and gently. Sit nice and easy. Sit from there, coming back up to the middle. Take a big deep breath in. And as you breathe it out, walk it up as tall as you can again. Making that back as straight as you can, pressing away from the floor. Amazing job, guys. Sitting nice and relaxed. Really focus on that breathing. Placing those hands a little further forward. This time you're going to come up into a double-legged downward dog. Draw both heels down towards the floor. Chest down, knees back, getting that stretch all up the posterior chain from your shoulders all the way down to your heels is where you should feel it. So, gently come in into a press up position, bring your feet together. This time you're drawing your right leg up, ideally keeping that back knee off the floor if you can, and then rotating that right arm all the way up towards the sky. Big deep breath, following it with your eyes. Good, gently coming around, placing the back knee on the floor. If you can, drop that outside elbow down, placing that inside hand on the back of the head. You're going to aim for the floor. And then rotate all the way around as best as you can. Now, some of you are going to find the rotating towards the sky hard. Some of you are going to find rotating towards the floor hard. And some of you are going to find it hard all around. But try and focus on getting that mobility in, increasing that flexibility and the control, okay? So don't do it quick. Nice and slow, nice and steady. Control each phase of the movement. Pausing at both ends. Good, one more. Good, from there, placing both hands in line with the heel again. Drawing the back knee off the floor. From there, if you can, rotate the right arm around again, pausing at the top. Take a big deep breath in. Holding it like so. Gently breathing it out as you're coming back around. Get a good firm grip. Draw the leg up and back into a single leg downward dog. Take your time. Try and keep your hips level if you can. As you draw back and push away. Gently breathing. Focus on that breath. Focus on calming. And then driving that right knee through towards the hands. Slide the left leg back, keeping the hips level as much as you can. Drawing those hands down, just like so. Bringing that chin to your thigh as best as you possibly can. It's a big deep breath in. As you breathe it away, gently walk it up as tall as you possibly can. So try and bring those shoulders back and down. Puff that chest up. Squeeze that back. So nice and easy. Really good effort. Good. Gently walk it down again. Keeping the hips as flat as possible. From there, if you can, lift your left arm up, slide it underneath, dropping it down, bringing your palm up towards the sky. And as you do so,
Nice and easy. So gently coming back to the middle. Take a big deep breath in. Breathe away as you walk it up. Nice and tall.
How are we doing, guys? You okay?
Hope so.
So try and keep those hips as level as you can. Placing those hands in front. Going to come up into a double-legged downward dog now, okay? Draw those hips up as tall as you can. Heels down as much as possible. Knees back. Chest down, squeezing that upper back. Keeping those elbows nice and tight as you hold. Good. Gently moving the hips forward. Coming into a press-up position. Coming halfway. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Down to the floor. Big press up. Sit. Breathing in. Breathing it out as you come up. Back into that downward dog. Drawing those hips up. Knees back, heels down, elbows tight. Good. Gently coming back into that press-up position. Again, coming down for 3, 2, 1. Big press away again. This time, keeping your knees down, drawing your hips all the way to your heels. Sit. Nice and easy, nice and gentle. Keeping those arms as far in front as possible. Good. From there, coming up into a nice little box shape. Taking your left leg out nice and wide. You're going to bring your right leg slightly inwards with the heel. Okay, you're going to walk your hands a little further forward and you're going to draw down, pushing your hips back towards your heel as best as you can. Holding that position. So feeling that stretch, making sure that outside left leg is pointing towards me, facing forward. Big deep breath. So gently coming up. Drawing forward with the hips, stretching out the hip flexors as you hold that position. Good. Again, coming back deep as you can, walking those hands as far up as possible, sinking the hips down, stretching the back out. So from there, again, coming up, drawing your hips forward, stretching the front of your hip out. Good. From there, coming back, gently finding space, swapping sides, making sure that heel is towards the middle. As you come down, draw down, stretch it out as much as you can. Just be aware that you may not have the flexibility in the same, same flexibility in your opposite leg. So just be aware of that. Good. Focus on the breathing. Try and breathe in for the nose for 4 seconds. Pause. Then breathe out the mouth for 4 seconds.
That's it. Big deep breaths. Gently coming up. Walking the hip forward. Drawing down. Keeping the feet in the same position if you can. Doing amazing. All right, guys. Keep it up. Keep it going. That's it. Nice and easy. Nice and stable. Good. Gently coming up and back. Good, breathing it away. Snip. Snip. Nice and gently coming back up. Walking it forward. Drawing the hips down. Good. From there, coming back. This time, taking a side stance on your mat. Okay. What you're going to do, you're going to hop your feet together, hop your knees out as wide as they possibly can. Okay. You're going to walk it forward, drawing down onto your elbows so they're directly underneath the shoulder. Taking your hips out as much as you can. Now, super flexible people have a tendency to lay down during this. Okay. Please note that your knees are on the floor, your feet are on the floor, and your elbows. Nothing else, okay? So try and keep your thighs, your abdomen off the floor. If you can take your knees wider, then brilliant. But try and keep that weight and resistance, if you will, into the hip as you feel that stretch. If you can and have the flexibility, try and place your hands where your elbows were. Again, it's going to increase that stretch. For some of you, it's not going to be possible. Good. Gently and slowly walking it back with the hip. Hop the knees back in. From there, what you're going to do, you are going to spin around onto your back, giving yourself a great big, what we like to call in Wales, a cwtch. So hugging those thighs, draw them into your chest, rounding the back as much as you can. What it's going to do is open up the back of your hip. So if you struggle with pelvic alignment, this is going to be a great stretch for you. From there, gently relax. Taking one leg out nice and straight. I'll shuffle this way so you can see it. Okay, just taking that one leg straight. Okay, what you're going to do, you're going to lift this leg up. Again, same brilliant stretch. You're going to lift it up, tuck the toes up, draw in. What it's going to do is help separate the pelvis, reset it at the back. Because quite often where our sacrum and coccyx join into the pelvis, okay, we have these two little joints either side, often become misaligned because we tend to favor standing on one side of our leg than the other. So we're not balanced. So that joint is never balanced. So swap the sides, gently relaxing, lengthening, drawing back in, bringing it up, tucking the toes up as much as you can. Now make sure that bottom leg is nice and straight. Try not to have it facing out towards the 2 o'clock position. You're squeezing in as much as you can and relax. From there, making sure your spine is on your mat. What you're going to do is lift up your legs, so your hands are going to go on the inside of your knees, but the outside of your feet. You're going to draw down as much as you can, pulling your shoulders down towards the floor, making sure your feet are nice and flat, and draw down those knees by retracting those shoulder blades, just like you see me there. So it's forward, and then draw back and down, keeping your chin tucked in so your spine is straight as it can be. You should feel that in your hips as it opens up. And then breathe Focus on that breathing. Good. Gently relax from there. If you can, grab your straps, towels, whatever device you have that you're going to use to tie onto your legs. Back's going to be nice and straight along the floor. You're going to point your toes away from you. You're going to bring your knees off the floor, heels are down, hips are down. You're going to fan your hands all the way around so they're above you. The only things that should be on the floor are your heels, hips, shoulders, and head. Take a big deep breath in and really lengthen that body, okay? So take those fingertips as far away from the feet as possible and relax. Focus on that breathing. So big deep breath in. Gently breathe it away. As you do so, bring your arms back around. Okay. So this time you're going to start with the left leg first, all right? So lifting that up into a right angle, taking the right hand on the outside of your thigh, draw it over. Try to get that knee towards the floor, but the deciding factor is this left shoulder, okay, has to stay into the floor, okay? So both shoulders are down. If you want to take that arm out to the side, keeping the palm up if you can. Making sure that knee is facing the floor. So big deep breaths. Should feel this in your glutes, your rib cage, your upper back. So still holding that position. What you're going to do from there, as I explained from a different angle, using that lower leg now, okay? That leg should be nice and straight. What you're going to do is bend it. You're going to aim to hold on to your toes if you can. Drawing that quad back as much as possible. Now again, the deciding factors are those shoulders. So if this knee ends up coming up, that knee at the top ends up coming up a little higher for you to draw that shoulder down, that's absolutely fine, because as you pull up into it, you're going to feel it no end, okay? So breathe as deeply as you can within the circumstances. So stretching that knee back, pulling that top leg up. Big deep breaths. So nice and gentle. Gently relax. Straighten down that spine again. From there, point your toes, bring your arms to the side, fan around again, lengthening that back, that body, stretching out as best as you can. Good, breathing it out. Fanning back around. Good. From there, lifting the right leg up, keeping the left leg straight for now. Holding over, rolling over. Keeping the right shoulder down if you can. If you're struggling, just don't bring that right leg over as much. Also, if you want to, with that right side, if you are really struggling, just slide your fingers underneath an object like a sofa, a table, hold on to that table, use it as elevation to kind of draw yourself down and kind of co-contract against it. That'll also really help your mobility long term and help increase the stretch and flexibility within your body. So from there, helping, if you can, drawing that left leg back, holding the foot if you can, and then from there, trying your best to draw the shoulders back and down, stretching it out. This stretch here is called an iron cross. It is one of the best stretches if you struggle with hip tightness, lower back pain, and upper body tightness, so around your shoulder blades, your thoracic spine. If you're a swimmer, this will be key for you. Cyclist, triathlete, office worker, driver, you name it. All of us can pretty much benefit from this stretch, because all of us are going to show our tightnesses and weaknesses within this stretch. Good. Again, gently stretching out, lengthening our body. Take a big deep breath in, fan your arms around the side, keeping your fingertips on the floor. Make your chest big. Good. Gently fanning around. Now, from there, what you're going to do is place your strap onto your right leg for now. If you're using a towel, it's going to go on your heel. If you're using a belt or strap, it's going to go onto your ankle. So just like that, hooking it over, making sure your left leg is as straight as you can have it, where your knee and toes are facing towards the sky. You're going to gently lift up and in, stretching out your hamstrings, keeping your other leg down on the floor. If you can, keeping this leg as straight as possible. You're going to bring it to that kind of shaky, trembling feeling where your foot is being challenged. And you're going to focus on that balance right there between too much and not enough. So big deep breath. Allow it to tremor. Tremor is a good thing. It's your nervous system being challenged. So good. A little bit more if you can. Just be careful. Big deep breath. Good. Gently coming down with the leg. From there, coming up, over the top, rotating the body again. Again, keeping those shoulders down. That's the main priority. Holding onto that foot as best as you can. Getting that rotation in that upper thoracic spine. Big deep breath. So from there, rotating over towards the opposite side. Again, trying to keep that spine as straight as you can. Drawing that leg up and out. Try and lengthen it. And then try not to compromise that left leg. As you lift up. Breathe it away. That's it. Big deep breath. Nice and gentle. Good. Gently coming back down. From there, swapping those straps over to the opposite leg, over onto that left leg, strapping it over, strapping it up, hooking the base of your foot on there. Taking your right leg as straight as you can, making sure those toes and your knee is facing up towards the sky. Bringing your left leg in as much as you can, feel that resistance, and then pause when your limit is reached. Good, big deep breaths. That's it, big deep breaths, that's it. Big pull in. Good, gently pull in a little bit more if you can. Just be careful. Breathing it out. Good, gently relaxing. Bring it down to the floor. Remember, tapping, coming up and over. Again, keeping those shoulders down as best as you can. So a little taller if you can. Good, gently swaying from that side all the way over onto the opposite side. Opening up that leg, gluing the shoulders down, keeping the right leg as straight as you can with the knee and toes facing up towards the sky. Stretching your left leg out as much as possible. Good, gently shaking it out. Gently relaxing from there. Taking your feet together. Bring your hands around the sides, stretching out as best as you can. Big deep breath. Fanning around. Gently sitting up. Taking that strap off. Spinning around. And job done. Have an amazing day, guys. Honestly, hope you're all feeling a little bit more relaxed now, a little less stressed, a little bit more flexible, a little bit more mobile. Have an absolutely amazing day. Thank you very, very much for joining me. Hope you have an amazing one. I hope you enjoyed the class. Let me know in the comment section. Well then, Sim, well then, everybody. Thanks for checking your names, your faces. It's nice to know who's in the class because unless you comment, I don't know. I get to see a little number. So it's nice to put some names and faces to the numbers. Have an amazing day. Okay, honestly, hope you've enjoyed this week so far. If you've done Monday, Tuesday, and today's session, well done. Huge kudos, giant thumbs up. If you'd like to
to continue. Tomorrow is going to be our upper body prehab, where we help focusing on all the problems of the upper body. So if you have any aches, pains, injuries, let me know, and I could do a class dedicated to you. I could do a video dedicated to you, and then that way you know that those exercises are going to be key and fundamental to your recovery. If you're not injured and you don't want to be injured, turn up anyway, because it's going to help bulletproof your body and stop you getting those injuries, those overuse injuries we generally get because we just don't do these type of prehab exercises, you know. We just go in, big weights, big training all the time. So yeah, bulletproof your body from the inside out with our Thursday, Friday prehab classes. Have an amazing day. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for joining. Thanks so much for telling your friends and getting other people to subscribe. I appreciate you all. Thank you for being a part of this community. Hope you continue to enjoy it from now until forever. Have an amazing day, and I shall see you tomorrow. Take care.